resolving the USACO bronze problem speeding ticket. Bessie the cow has stolen Farmer John's tractor and has taken off down the road. The road is 100 miles long, and Bessie drives the entire length before ultimately being pulled over by a police officer, who gives Bessie a ticket. She wants to determine by herself if she indeed driven faster than the speed limit. The road is divided into n segments, each described by a positive integer length as well as an integer speed limit. The road is 100 miles long, and all the n segments add up to 100. And we are also given that Bessie's journey can be described by a series of m segments, and during each segment she travels for a certain positive integer number of miles at a certain speed. Okay, so the input is we get n and m. And for the next n lines, it's the road length and the speed limit. For the next m lines, it's also the length of the segment and the speed that Bessie is going at. So if we draw it out, we can see that the road goes from 0 to 100, let's say, miles, and it's divided into 3 n segments, and here it's 3, so we divide it by 3 segments. First is 40, the length, and then the second is 50 miles, and then lastly it's 10. And for the first 40 miles, the speed limit is 75 miles per hour, probably. And then the second segment, the speed limit is 35. The last segment, the speed limit is 45. We can draw the same for Bessie. 0 to 100. Bessie, for the first 40, goes 76 miles per hour. And then for the next 20, goes 30 miles per hour, and then the last 40 goes at a 40. We want to determine at each point if Bessie, or how much Bessie exceeds the speed limit. The first section, we can see that Bessie goes over by 1. The second, Bessie is going at 30, but the speed limit, corresponding speed limit, is 35. So she's not going over the speed limit, so we put a negative. But here, for this much of the segment, Bessie is going at 40, but the speed limit is still 35, so Bessie goes over 5 for this segment. But the speed limit changes to 45, and Bessie is going at 40, so here she doesn't. When we want to do this in code, these are like the steps that we have to follow. So we should probably make 2 arrays for road and Bessie. And those arrays we're going to put 100 spots because there is a total of 100 miles. To create each array, we want to use for loops. For the next n lines, we're going to bring out the length of the segment, which is 40, and then it's 50, and then it's 10. And then we want to bring the speed limit, which is 75, 35, and 45. And then we have to create the variable current, and then we're going to put it as 0. The reason we put current is because if we don't have it, when we start adding the values, it's going to be, the first time it's going to be okay because it's going to be 0 to 40, so we're going to put whatever in here. But because we want to do length, the next one it's going to be 0 to 50, and we don't want to overlap it, so we add the current. And then we're going to do for loop again for I equals current, I less than length, and road of I, we're gonna put the limit into it. We want to do the same for Bessie. For M, blah blah blah. Okay, next we have to find the difference. So we're gonna add a variable distance difference equals 0, and then for 100 we're going to find the value of the difference, which is going to be Bessie road minus Bessie. And then if that value is greater than the value of difference, then we want to make the value of the difference equal to that value. Okay, I think we can move on to the programming now. I have created a file called speeding to do our program in, and I have created two other files, speeding.in and speeding.out, where we can put in our example code, input. And I have used a template, but if you don't have a template, you can just copy it down. First, we have to identify our variables. Static int, we have m and we have n, and then we have to make two arrays, Bessie and road. In our init method, we want to bring our n from the scanner and do the same for m. Now we have to make our arrays. $101 and road equals new int 101. Now we have to put in all of our values for these arrays. To do that, we make for loops. Length, to keep track of our length for each segment, equals dot next int. That's gonna firstly bring out 40 and another variable called limit to store our speed limit. Oh yeah, we also want to create a variable called current, which is we're gonna set 0 for now. And then in another for loop, we're gonna, we have to make this equal to current, and j is less than current plus length, so that each is a new, each thing follows after another. In our for loop, we want to put in the values, so road of I equals limit. Then now we want to update our current value. We do the same for Bessie. We reset the current to 0, and then we have to change this to m, and instead of road, we update Bessie. Okay, now that we have all of our arrays and all of our inputs, we go down to the solve section to solve this thing. We create in our difference, oh, we don't have a difference, so we want to create a difference. Set that to 0, and then for loop we want to do equal to, and then we have to set value, which is equal to load of I, the speed limit, minus Bessie of I, the speed Bessie is going at. And if value is greater than difference, then difference equals value. We want to print the difference. With this, we should add in.close and out.close. Let's try. Okay, we get 5, and if we submit it, speeding. Hopefully it works. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, everything works.